talk. Are we a Pepsi school? All right, we're good then. Okay. I think beyond, the schematics of things and things that didn't go right or wrong, I think beyond all that, it's very impressive to me to watch these guys under all the adversity come out with all the energy. And to me, they were the most excited team to play that game and had no reason to be. And so it's a testament to Mike building a culture here, picking the right kind of guys that will fight through adversity and come together as a team. And I think that I was really impressed with that part. Had a lot of fun. They were having fun, and that's really what it's all about. This is just a game at the end of the day. And, they call it game so you can have fun doing it, right? And I think our guys had fun. I think the coaches had fun. I just really enjoyed watching how they rallied around each other and how they played as a unit and picking each other up, encouraging each other when things didn't go well. And it was really good. I think we got to continue, obviously, to take the momentum from the first half into the second and push through and keep the train rolling, so to speak, in the second half. But really pleased with the guys under adverse situations, and we're going to stop saying that because we're going to move forward. And the next thing is it's not going to be an excuse. And just really proud of the guys and proud of the staff because they spent a ginormous amount of time preparing these guys, and it's not easy. And but I think it's pretty cool how everybody keeps it compartmentalized and just focuses on the job and their kids and work. And I think it's kind of special. I hate it we lost, but it's a phenomenal building block for next one. All right. I told the kids, just you guys go sulk for an hour or whatever and then forget about it. And let's learn from it and let's build for the next one. Let's go to Tucson and get ready to roll. All right. Is that good enough? That's kind of how I feel. All right. Questions?
Doug, on Wednesday you mentioned the word fun, and you did again just now. Is that kind of how the mentality of the team was from Tuesday on? And some of the plays you did today, in the first half especially, looked fun.
Yeah, I drew him on a bar napkin. No, I'm kidding. We've had some of that stuff, kind of in the the playbook. We just felt like it's a good time to kind of let Sam have his time to do some of the stuff that he can do. As y'all can see, that kid can throw the football. I mean, a lot of people have a receiver that played 8th grade quarterback that can kind of throw it, and then you got a guy that's a power 4 quarterback starter. And there's a kid I recruited at TCU, he's a QB. His arm talent's off the chart, but he made the move the receiver. So moving forward, I mean, if I'm a defense, he's on the field, you better back up a little bit or base up a little bit because that kid's a weapon. As y'all saw.
Even though you guys used some of those gadget plays, trick plays, whatever you want to call them, offensively, especially in the first half, you guys did some very fundamental things. Just ran the ball straight ahead. I mean, it felt like the offense did some things that maybe people had been wanting to see. What did you see out of the offense in totality?
Well, I think we just happened to click just right and kind of figure some stuff out. I don't think it was anything that we weren't doing before. Let's see. We threw for 290. What did we rush for? Anybody know? Where is it? 160-ish? Yeah, 160. Come on. But yeah, I just think that it just kind of, I don't know, it's just, it's you got to factor in this stuff. I mean, a lot of these guys, they weren't here. They haven't been here very long. And I think they just now, it's kind of soaking in a little bit of our system and our verbiage and communication. And I think it just kind of clicked a little bit there in that first half. And I think, again, it's just going to be a phenomenal building block moving forward. I think we're just going to get better and better and better as we go. I think we got to continue to work at getting healthy. And, kind of what we're after is let's be fresh in that fourth quarter and close it out a little bit better. That'll be our kind of mantra moving forward, too.
Talk about, there were times, especially in the first half, it looked like Baylor was kind of punching you, but you guys responded and their punch, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good football team. I mean, you watch them against Auburn, should have won the game. Auburn's a good football team. They played some close games against some good opponents, and they're a good football team. They got a really good coach. My hat's off to them. So yeah, you're gonna receive some shots from them, and for us, we got to match them and fight back. And I think we did that for the most part. In the second half, we had a couple series offensively there. We were 3 and out, and then you could feel a little bit of it kind of slipping away from you at that point. And I think they hit a couple big plays. But I mean, if you go back and look at any football game, it's about 6 or 7 plays that kind of decide the outcome. And in that game, there was probably a couple of shots that they hit that made a difference, and there's some stuff that we didn't hit that probably made the difference. They just hit a few more than we did. But again, just really excited about moving forward here. We got 8 games left. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch, and it's going to be fun to watch these kids just keep developing and getting better.
Running off the field at halftime, you were pumping up the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bunch of kids. It was awesome. I thought it was great. It was in the student section, right? Yeah, that was fun. It's just good to see those people. You in the day and age of being able to sit in your bedroom and play on your cell phone all day long, I just appreciate kids that come out and live a life and put their phones down and enjoy a sporting event and have fun and be a college kid. I mean, it's just awesome to watch them just be a kid like when we were in college. You know what I mean? It's just kind of refreshing to me. And they were excited, and it just kind of got me pumped up, and I enjoyed the moment they were watching those guys. It made me feel good to know that they were excited about what was happening, so.
Aside from the X's and O's, what went on during the game, what were your emotions like today, just being in this position?
I don't know, not any different really to me. Just coaching here in general is an honor because I played here and coached here before, so I don't think it's really any different for me. I mean, I kind of let it slip a few times. I had to communicate to the referees because I've never done that before. But pretty much, it wasn't that much different to me. It was fun being down on the sidelines.
You mentioned the excitement that your team played with. Was there a moment before today, during the week, that you sensed that coming?
Yeah, I think once everything kind of settled in and we just prepared and I talked to it about this, every day. I said, you beat Baylor on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then you beat them on Thursday, and then you beat them on Friday. And they kind of bought into that a little bit, I think. And I think those guys did a great job preparing. I think we had a pretty good game plan going into it, and I think they were excited about the game plan. And, I mean, it was just fun to watch. And, yeah, by the time we got to about Wednesday or Thursday, you could feel kind of a vibe a little bit with these guys. And I just hope that continues moving ahead.
Can you talk a little bit about Trent's game, just the way he ran the football, and show a little versatility?
Trent's a load. Trent, and I'm going to tell this to him to his face, like, spring ball is like, he's a big, pretty guy, a little soft, I don't know. But, shoot, he runs hard. He runs behind his pads now. He looks a lot better. He's he can throw a football. He can catch a football. He's got as good a set of hands as anybody. And he's a big body. I mean, he's 235, 240, whatever he is. And, I mean, that's a good 1-2 punch like him and Fields, because Fields is shifty and slip through little creases, and this guy can just hammer you. So, really proud of him. You could kind of see it a little bit in Oregon, until he got hurt. And he's turned the corner. And I'm not saying he's got it all figured out, but I'm proud of him because, we need every man we can get to contribute. And there's a time there I didn't know if he was going to be one of those guys, and now it's obvious to me that he is. So proud of him.
You mentioned kind of some of the physical traits that Sam has, that let him play like power conference quarterback. In terms of the number of plays y'all let him have today, is it easier to trust a guy like that mentally when he has that experience at quarterback?
Yeah, totally. Like, I'm at ease, and the one thing we got to do with a guy like that is not overcoach him. Because you're not going to get him in a quarterback room and teach him and dot every I and cross every T in the world of quarterback play. You're not going to do it, all right? He's got a lot of stuff it's like residue from the last 10 years of him playing the position. So what we need to do with that kid is get out of our own way and let him eat. And give him a design, and he's the kind of guy that it can break down. He can still kind of make things happen with the ball. So there's no sense in overloading him with information and having paralysis through analysis. But I think what we do with him is let it be simple and create some anxiety on the defensive side of the ball and just let him be a playmaker, which is what he is to me. I mean, great kid. He's come a long way. Transitioning from QB to receiver is hard. You're a quarterback. You stand in one spot, throw the ball all day long, and yell at your receivers for dropping passes. And all of a sudden, you're out there doing 7,000 yards every day at practice. That's hard. So he's transitioned really well. I'm not saying he's, I don't know who to compare him to, but he's a nice player to have on your team. He's a Swiss Army knife.
That's it. Did you feel like they adjusted to some of the things you threw out in the first half? It seemed like you guys got.
Well, we actually kind of ran out of trick plays with him. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, I said, let's just run them again. But they did a good job in the third quarter. They came out, played some man, and dropped 8 and did some things to kind of take some of the gadgetry away. And then we kind of realized it and kind of ran the ball a little bit there. And the one long one to Rigby on the slant was actually an RPO off a run game. It wasn't a pass. But we need to go back. It's going to be an opportunity for us to kind of figure out what we're good at, what we're not good at, and just polish this thing up and get better. You know what I'm saying?
Coach,
Who do you write for?
I write for Baylor College.
Attaboy, let's go. Love the old college. I never once figured out the crossword puzzle my entire college career. I sat down every day, and I said, this time I'm going to do it. Never happened. That's a tough one. Tell them to dial that down a little bit.
What were your thoughts on the run game today with Allen and Fields?
Yeah, again, I mean, it's a good 1-2 punch combination. I think what we need to do is maybe simplify in the run game a little bit and just get dialed on 5 things that we could be really, really good at. Maybe had a little bit too much there in the run game, but some of it we felt like it was necessary just based on the defense we were seeing and how they were aligned. But, man, we just got to, obviously you got to run football to win championships and win games, but, you got to play catch too. So, all right, man, thank you. Thanks, guys.
how we doing? Everybody good? Get an opportunity to talk to you guys. First off, I want to thank the fans that were at the walk and